doing, you know, restaurateur to the stars.
Restaurateur
Hey,
to the stars.
Have you have you had any, like, when you're there, like especially like Funky Taco or the Still, have you ran into any celebrities that have come in?
The only one I can think of. Do you know who Russell Brunson is?
Yeah.
ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Russell, this was years ago, but we were at the Still because he used to own a condo in that condo building.
Oh, yeah.
Right there on the corner, like right there on Front Street. And so he and his wife popped in one day, and I was there, and I was just like, I said something because I don't know, I'm a big, like, if I run into not that I have seen that many celebrities in my life, but if I do, professional athletes or celebrities, I'm always like, they don't want to be bothered. Like, that's always my thing, is I'm like, it's cool that I see them, but like, I'm not going to go ask them for an autograph or a picture. Like, just let them be a person existing in the world. And like, I'm not going to bug them. Like, maybe I'll just be like, hey, like one time I saw Dave Chappelle at a Whole Foods in Salt Lake City and was like,
yeah,
hi Dave. Like, not trying to bother you, but just like,
Hey.
hi. And he was super nice. But yeah, Russell was in the Still one time, and I was like, hey, I follow you. Like, I know who you are. Like, your stuff's cool, man. I have several of your books. And he was like, oh, cool, man. Thanks. But I don't know.
Outside of that, it's like,
That's a very niche celebrity too. I feel like Russell Brunson would be like you know, he's a very successful guy, but I don't think most people would like recognize him out and about or like necessarily know who he was, unless you're sort of in that like online marketing world. You know, if you do some stuff in that space, then you would know him. But otherwise, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know how many celebrities Boise gets.
I don't think we get that many.
I mean, we get Posty once in a while, you know, going down to the saloon and
Sun Valley or Ketchum maybe would probably get some more.
Yeah, because that's where like the Kardashians and stuff even go.
I think they're all moving. You know, Schwarzenegger's there.
Demi Moore.
And Bruce Willis, I think, for a long time owned a lot of Haley, a lot of commercial buildings. And
actually, fun story about Arnold Schwarzenegger. When I was a kid, we were up in Sun Valley and we were at the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And I was probably 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
But I was ice skating around and I collided with this girl, and like we both fell down or whatever, and she like gets up and she's crying and she like skates over and she's like, daddy, like that boy ran into me. And it was Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. So she like skated up to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wait,
the one that's married to Chris Pratt?
I assume so. I don't know. Yeah. Like, is
What's
she
her
about,
name?
I don't know.
I think she's in like
She's
her
like
mid-30s.
around my age. Yeah. So anyway, there was like, just ran into this girl and then she like skated off and was like telling her, she's like pointing at me and like Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, oh my gosh.
Like, what did he do? Did he like
nothing?
I'll
I mean,
be
he was like
back.
consoled his, yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, exactly. He came over and he beat me up. No, I'm just kidding. No, he just consoled his daughter, but I like ran into her on the ice skating rink up in Sun Valley when I was like 8 years old.
Could you imagine though, like you ran into her
or
and
she
then,
ran into me,
or vice versa, whatever. But like, it's like a hallmark, right? Like you could have
we could have fallen in
Fallen
love.
fallen in love, and then like
Dang.
somehow we could meet, and then I could meet Schwarzenegger, and it would have been like a cool story.
Are Arnold and Maria Shriver still married?
I have no idea.
No, he cheated on her with like a a maid or something.
No.
Remember? Because then his son is
the kid.
The
that's
son
right.
that's the working out guy that's trying to work out. I mean,
A tale as old as time.
right? And
Bumblebee has some connections to Maria Shriver, so I was trying.
Really?
Yeah, who does?
So somebody with Bumblebee, one of our guys, says he works for. I guess she has like a protein bar company or something. He works for. So we're trying to get her to come to our golf tournament in California.
That'd be cool.
Right now, I know you've got me a couple times to come and do like cornhole. Well, or at least sponsor the cornhole. You do a golf tournament up here too, right?
We're doing our first annual golf tournament on Monday, September 21st at
plug
Eagle Hills.
Count Spencer and I in.
Yeah, let's
we'll have a Southie real estate team.
You guys should play and sponsor both, so we could do both.
Well, look at this.
Because if you sponsor, you get free golf. That's the beautiful thing.
Wow, you must be
free
in sales.
golf.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free with your sponsorship money.
Exactly.
It's for a good cause, though, right?
It is. Yes.
That'd be fun. I look for any opportunity to play some golf. So
exactly. Yeah. Well, Teresa, welcome to the podcast. Rooted in Idaho, real people, real stories, real Idaho.
Nice job, Spence.
Yeah, thank you. It's I'm getting better at this.
I like it.
Teresa, I've known you for quite a while now. Sales consultant with Toll Brothers, and also I'm going to let you get into this, but with the Bumblebee Foundation, we'll get into what that is. But it's an awesome thing that I've helped sponsor and want to be a part of, and I think it's a really great cause. Especially here for Idaho.
Yes, for sure.
So, with the Bumblebee Foundation, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is, what its mission is, and it's how it's helping the kids here in Idaho.
So we are small nonprofit organization. Our founders, Heather and Jason Donatini, live here locally. That's how I met them. But we have 6 programs per year that we do. We have it's called B Day, so we send birthday cards to the kiddos with a little gift card. We do B packs to the hospitals, which are little backpacks filled with personal hygiene items, because a lot of times the families get a diagnosis and they're in the hospital immediately, and they're not thinking about, oh, I need toiletries or whatever. So we provide that for them. We do holiday adoptions around Christmas. We do Easter basket program or spring baskets. We do all sorts of programs. And so the biggest one, though, is patient aid. So, and that varies from family to family. It can be anything from putting new tires on a car so a family can get their kids to treatment, or new brakes. Sometimes it's financial assistance. We need to pay rent because mom and dad are behind on rent because they haven't been able to work because they're taking their kids to treatment. So there's so many different things that we do for their different families, and it varies on what their needs are.
Yeah.
So.
And that's for pediatric cancer for kids.
Yep.
Is this foundation operating mostly locally here in the Valley, or is it nationwide? Is it regional?
We are currently in 2 states, California and Idaho.
Okay.
We service a lot more families in California right now, but Idaho is growing. As growth happens, there's more kids. But right now, St. Luke's is the only hospital here in Idaho that does pediatric oncology.
Pediatric oncology, yeah.
And because that was a big thing when I was talking to a lot of families that are moving here, is that was the one thing that we lacked a lot, was cancer treatment. So a lot of them would have to go to Salt Lake. They'd have to go to Seattle. Because, Children's there is an amazing place. So it's cool to be able to see as we grow that's kind of grown. Are you seeing, St. Luke's grow that side of it too?
Yeah, actually, I was just down at the hospital last week. We were dropping off stuff to them, and got to meet with the social workers, and that's how the patients learn about Bumblebee, is through the social workers.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have a lot of kids that do go to Spokane, Seattle, and obviously Salt Lake. So our goal, as you know, we're a very small but mighty group. We only have 3 employees, and we have a ton of volunteers, which I am one of. But we would like to grow the Western United States is kind of our goal.
Yeah.
But that takes time.
How does that work for families? Is it they apply for different kind of aid? Is it kind of a needs-based program? What's like the vetting process or getting involved with that for families who need it?
Yeah, so the way they do that, there is an application. The social workers actually fill out the application and complete it and submit it to the organization, and then we're able to go through. There's not that's the vetting is through the social workers, so they know that they are true patients. But yeah, so some families just need emotional support. Some families need financial. It really varies family to family. So we are able to provide all different aspects of help, which is great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have the social workers they're there that can help and provide resources. So, like, where do you think that the Bumblebee really comes in that can help? Because they have resources already through the hospital, right? Or have they just decided to partner with you in coordination with how that happens?
Yeah, they've partnered with us, and more. I mean, we're able to help more on a financial side, I think, with the patient aid, with the things like we've helped families. There was a family last year that we helped with a down payment on a new-to-them car. It wasn't a brand new car, obviously, but we were able to help with the down payment so they could get their child to and from treatment. So there's a lot.
Yeah, it's cool because it makes me think there's another local organization, Clemmy's Crew. I don't know if you're familiar with Clemmy's Crew, but we've gotten plugged in with them at the Still a little bit and helped sponsor a few things with them. They were one of the beneficiaries of our Ice Cream for Breakfast fundraiser at the beginning of February here. But it's one of those things that, as parent of young kids, like you never anticipate or plan for your life being uprooted for a medical issue or, unexpected diagnosis like that. And like you said, it can take people out of work, or it can, it completely changes your priorities, right?
Oh,
and
totally
so sometimes
refocuses life.
Totally refocuses life. And so sometimes the last thing you're thinking about are some of those like, oh shoot, I fall behind on rent, or how are we going to get, how are we going to coordinate when we both work full-time jobs to still put, especially if you have other kids who still are, you're trying to provide a sense of normalcy for them still to get them to and from school and activities and things like that. So it's really cool that there are these organizations that can kind of step in and assist. A lot of it does come down to financial help, because that's also you're incurring costs and things like that with that unexpected. So what a cool organization. I'm glad there's people and organizations out there who are stepping in to fill that void, because it's an absolute nightmare for those families. Nothing you would ever wish upon your worst enemy, right? So how did you get involved with them? You
So I met Heather and Jason through my paying job. I sell new homes, and so I met them when they purchased a home 4 or 5 years ago, and just thought it was really cool what they were bringing to the community and the hope that it brings to those families. And so I thought, I'm a middle-aged mom whose kids no longer need me like they did at one point. And so it kind of gave me a purpose of something that I could get behind and help with. And so I've gotten involved. I serve on their advisory council. This year I'm the chairperson. And as Spencer's mentioned, last few years I've done a cornhole tournament that's been our lone fundraiser here in Idaho. This year we're doing our inaugural golf tournament. So we're trying to grow, to add additional funding so we can hopefully do some more projects and help more families.
Yeah, and people can donate online too, right?
Yeah, bumblebeefoundation.org. Awesome. Give a little plug.
Plug.
I mean, so you're doing, you do the beanbag toss. You're gonna do a golf tournament. Like, what other things do you guys have planned, in the future?
So we do a pop-up thrift shop, which has actually been really cool. One thing we've been struggling with is finding a place that we can hold that. 'Cause we are a nonprofit organization. Our goal is to raise funds. So having a place that we can do those things. We've had a ton of people that have been amazing and made donations of clothing items and accessories and shoes and all of that sort of stuff. I may or may not have purchased 22 rolling racks last year. Like if anybody that's listening, like has space, we're looking for places to hold some of these functions and events. So that's one thing that's difficult for us to find without paying so much money that defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do.
Right. I'm sure you've learned a lot about the nonprofit space, right? And fundraising and things. And there's obviously a lot of great nonprofits in our community that are serving different factions of the community. But what are some like misconceptions, or what are some things, unique challenges? What are some things you've learned about like the nonprofit world that before being involved, people who maybe see nonprofits, they see them always fundraising or hosting events or things like that, but they don't know like the inner workings of a nonprofit. What are some of the like misconceptions or unique challenges for nonprofits? Because it kind of can be a competitive space too, in a way, right? Because there are so many nonprofits vying for limited resources and limited contributions from different, whether it's companies or individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. I think the biggest challenge, at least from my side of things, is just volunteers, having help. I mean, it takes manpower. These events don't just happen at the snap of a finger. Yeah. There's a lot of work that goes into it. I mean, I'm already feeling like I'm behind the 8 ball with the golf tournament in September. I haven't had my first meeting. It's on the calendar for March, but there's a lot of planning that goes into this stuff. And so on our advisory council, we have 8 members. 3 of us are here in Idaho. And so that's only 3 hands to do a lot of work. And so we're all constantly looking for volunteers. That's one thing that has been really challenging. In California, we're very fortunate. We're better known down there, and so we have a little bit more of a bigger pool of volunteers and help than we do here.
And I hope that being on here, if we can help in that small capacity to grow, I think that would be awesome. Because Boise and the surrounding area is an awesome community. I think it's a lot of good people that are out here.
It's an amazing community.
I know, and having that be known so people can help, I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Outside of nonprofit, outside of Bumblebee, what's kind of your story? How long have you been in this community?
Great question. So my family and I moved here in June of 2012. I'm originally from the Seattle area, kind of like Spencer here.
Let's go.
Woo, go Seahawks. And I'm not a bandwagon fan. Grew
I
up
am.
going to
when
games
when
in
Russell
the
left,
Kingdom.
I was like, I'm done. And then I came back.
So I won't tell you that my dog's name is Wilson.
Really? Oh my god.
No, he's saying that. I think you're saying that you loved Russell. Like you said when he
No,
left.
I'm just
you were out.
bandwagon. No, I mean, no, I was like, we're not going to win again, right? Like once he's gone, it's like the Hawks are done.
Hitting the reset button.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, defense comes this year. They're like better than the Legion of Boom, and we get a quarterback that used to play for our enemy in the Vikings that takes us to the Super. It's like crazy how that works. So
and we won on field goals, but hey, that's a whole nother subject.
A win's a win.
But yeah, so we came here in June of 2012. I have 2 daughters. My youngest was starting kindergarten, and I told my husband if we're going to make a move, we need to go now. And fortunately or unfortunately, he owned a business up in Seattle, so he commuted for 9 months, and I was a single mom here for 9 months.
Are we talking like flying or driving?
Driving. So
that's like 8 hours.
So yeah, so we owned a landscape maintenance business up in Seattle.
Yeah.
And so he would work Tuesday through Friday. Friday he would drive home, and if the blues were clear, he'd come home. Usually get home about 1, 2 in the morning, and then he would leave Sunday night, and we would do the whole thing all over again.
For 9 months?
For 9 months. But the question and the comments that we always talk about is like, would we have done it any differently? And the answer is absolutely not. Best move we made as far as raising our kids and all of that. So
what was the impetus to make that change, to make the move? Was it just kind of getting out of the Seattle area and
so expensive?
Yeah.
Is getting very unaffordable. Our last house up there was probably back then. We sold our last house in 2009. We sold it for like, I don't know, $650. Our property taxes.
I'm gonna sneeze, sorry.
You're good.
We can edit that out. Don't worry, Casey.
Bless you.
Right?
Yeah. I was outside a lot yesterday, and today I've been like sneezing and blowing all day.
Oh.
When you get out by the river there,
Yeah.
it does it to you. Whatever that pollen is in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because it's been so mild, it's like the allergy season is here early.
Yep.
So I had to go buy the strong stuff at the pharmacy today.
Wow. The joys of getting old, huh?
Yeah. Well, I've always had bad allergies.
Oh, okay.
That's a sidebar.
That's a side note.
That's a sidebar.
Okay, Seattle.
Property taxes
Yes.
were $8,500 a year.
Yeah,
like
it's nuts.
that's insane.
Yeah.
And it's hard, right? Like that city is so beautiful on a sunny day, and people that haven't got a chance to experience it is you got to go do it.
It's nothing. I mean, there's nothing like it. We were happy. We're just up there last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and it was beautiful. The sun came out.
Well, it's like, and especially like having access to like the San Juan Islands.
Yeah.
So
I've got
I told you
tattoos of them.
I told you that story, right?
No.
Okay, quick short story. So I went with Kenmore Air that does the float planes. They leave from Lake Washington or Elliott Bay. I think I left from Elliott Bay on that one and took it out to Roach Harbor.
That's where I spent my 16th birthday
Really?
every summer.
Roach Harbor, what a name!
I've been to Roach Harbor.
You have?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You go. Oh, yeah, that's right. You go there
Been
every
to
year.
San Juan Islands for 4th of July.
I grew up on a
Roach Harbor?
47-foot boat. So
Yeah.
Oh, really? You grew up on a boat?
my parents had a 47-foot boat, and we
That's
were there
awesome.
every weekend and 2 weeks of summer.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
so
Okay,
cool.
so but no, I took the float plane, and then there was like 8. This was like a 12-person one. It was one of the bigger ones they
Yeah.
had, and there was like myself and at the time one of my girlfriends. One of many.
One of your girlfriends?
One of them, yeah. It was like a Tuesday girlfriend or something, maybe Friday. I can't remember. But no. So it was like 12 people was full. It was just us two, the pilot, and the rest of these people were in like suits. Like what? Like I was like, hey, you're going out to the island. Like, why aren't you in like shorts? I mean, it's summertime or in that way. And anyways, we take off with the pilot and they start cruising and they end up dropping the plane down and they dropped into this like island. And I'm like, it's not like one of the big islands, right? That's down there. It's like a small one. And it was like a cove. And when they dropped down, there was this little opening and it went through. And then as soon as we went through, I look up and there's like 3 dudes with like AR-15s. And I'm like, what is going on?
Where in the heck are you?
And it was actually Paul Allen's private island. He bought a boys camp that was out there. And these were all his employees or some of the people that were coming to go do the thing. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like seeing all these security guards and stuff. They pulled up to the dock. they and then it started raining. Like, you know how it goes, Washington. Yeah. It starts downpouring, but when they got off, they wouldn't let us stay at the dock. They're like, hey, security reasons, you can't stay. So, like, we had to go, like, sit out in the center of the island for a little bit and wait for it to go. And then we finally took off, and then it ended up just being myself, the Tuesday girlfriend at the time, and the pilot. And then he's like, okay, hey, well, guys, we're off early. I know we're heading to Roach Harbor, but do you want to go over to one of the other islands and stuff? So he took us up and started, like, flying us to some of the different areas, let me grab the yoke for a little bit, and then landed at Roach Harbor. So it was like, that was
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the fresh donuts in the morning at Roach Harbor?
Yes. The farmer's market too is amazing.
The farmer's market's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we get a chance, yeah. So Seattle, beautiful. If you haven't been there, you got to go.
Must.
Minus the crime, like.
But too expensive, and the property taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane. So
just kind of reset and stay in the Pacific Northwest, but a better place to raise the family.
Because you grew up in Seattle, right?
I grew up north of Seattle, Mill Creek area, Bothell Mill Creek area.
Yeah.
My husband grew up in Lake City, but I have a cousin that lives in Boise. So we had come out for her wedding.
Yeah.
Out at Spurwing in 2010-ish. And then we came out in 2011, I guess. And she was having a baby, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of like it there. And we were under contract to buy a new to us house up in Washington. And my husband's like, you're the agent. Figure out how to get us out if you don't want to be here. So we had one contingency left. I got us out on it. And 6 months later, the girls and I were here. So
wow,
that's cool. It's crazy, right? You take that leap of faith, and you're just like, is this the right decision? You know, it's
huge.
So easy to be where you're used to. And the other thing, right? You didn't know anybody.
No.
I did the same thing. I knew one person when I came here, and I'm like, am I crazy?
Yeah. I knew my cousin. I thought, we're going to see her and her husband all the time. She will tell you to this day, maybe once a year we see each other.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, everybody's busy with life.
And that's the other thing. Everybody's like, oh, well, I'll miss you guys. I'm like, okay, well, when I lived there, we saw each other twice a year, maybe 3 times if we're lucky. And now I see you once a year, and I don't live there, right? So it's like, it is a weird thing as things get busy.
I think our visits, like when we go back home, are way more better quality,
purposeful.
Yep, and purposeful. Yep.
And then you got to go to Dick's Drive-In too, right? Like you got to see the family.
Burger Master.
Do they even have one open anymore?
Yes.
Where is it? Like Lake? Is it Lake City?
There's one in Kirkland, the original. Like there's an old one in Kirkland, and then there's one down in Bothell.
Okay, for those that don't know Burger Master, you gotta tell them. Short story.
Just good.
But it's a drive-in too.
It's a drive-in. Yeah,
you drive in. It's the old school.
It's kind of like Sonic but better.
Yes,
that would be my thing. Yep. And you know, at one point in time, they used to be in roller skates, but they aren't anymore. But yeah,
I know it's good, but I mean, I still think Dick's Drive-In is quintessential.
Dick's is
I've never been to either of these.
You've never been to Dick's Drive-In?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, yeah.
I mean,
we did go to Dick's last time we were there.
Yeah, I mean, no frills. It's like, you know, little cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hand cut French fries. They cut by hand.
Okay.
Milkshakes, like 3 different flavors. So it's like really simplistic.
That's not on the 75 hard.
Well, I know. That's why when I'm off, I'm hopping a flight. Right? We're gonna go and get some burgers and maybe go to the San Juans. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's cool. So you were in real estate up in Seattle as well, then?
I was. I got my real estate license the day I turned 18.
Did you have a parent that was in real estate? Like what kind of got you in?
Yes. My mom got into real estate back in the 80s. I'm going to age myself.
Wait, how old are you? Like 38 or something?
I'm 50.
Oh, no, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say
that can be edited out. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I may or may not have. I don't know if I should say anything because I'm going to get myself in trouble. Never mind.
Keep the cameras rolling, please.
I got, my mom was an agent, like did it as a hobby initially. And then her hobby turned into like my parents' livelihood. And then my dad joined my mom. And so the big joke was I had been licensed longer than my dad and all this stuff. But they're retired, retired out of it. So, but yes, my parents were in the business.
How was that transition then, coming where you probably had a network in the Seattle area and, referrals and things like that, and then moving to Boise and being like, okay, now I got to start from scratch where I don't know anybody and how,
Which is why new construction was the easier option for me.
Okay.
So I had done I had a sphere up obviously in Washington and stuff, but I didn't here. But I did work for a builder up there
Which
as
one?
well. I work for Chafee Homes up in Seattle.
Okay.
They're no longer in. Well, now it's different, but but I worked more on the corporate side than the agent side. So I used to manage their sales team and that sort of stuff. But so coming here, it just was a natural thing for me to go to a builder because I didn't need that sphere of influence.
Yeah.
Now, 12 years later, 14 years later, I could go out and do what Spencer does, but I like a steady paycheck.
I see. Hey, I know that's a growth moment, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do that, I get it. It's a different animal.
Well, you guys are both on the real estate side. I'm, not on the real estate side. So maybe for anyone who's like thinking about real estate as a career, and obviously that can go so many directions, right? What are some of the advantages or disadvantages, or what are the trade-offs of going that like new construction, working for a builder route versus kind of being what most people think of as more of like a traditional real estate?
Grinding.
Yeah. Is it the grind? Is it like more stability on that side, but a little bit of a trade-off on the...
It's more stability, but less flexibility as far as the schedule goes. It's
more of a 9 to 5.
Committed, 10 to 5, 5 days a week. I'm in my community, come hell or high water.
And there's consistency in that, but there's also consistency in the process, right? Like, but you're doing A, B, C, D. You know what to expect. You have your models. So, I mean, it's just different.
It's like rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same over and over. It's repetition.
But I think too, and I know this just dealing with you for so many years on deals. I mean, I wish Toll Brothers plug would let all agents work all communities, not just one, please. Because I think the other thing too is like having that a good liaison in between, right?
Well, and it's a relationship. I mean, I've always been a relationship person. That's just I like people, and so building those relationships, and not to say that you're not unique, but like I've heard it from a lot of agents. They'll call me like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Like you're the only one that answers your phone or whatever the case may be. And it's like, sorry, if you want Star and Cresta, I'm here, but I can't help with everything.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, answer your question, Casey, too, and more in depth is like, I mean, it's consistent. You know what you're going to get with a new construction. You know your hours. You know your models. You know the whole process. So it's just a consistency, but. There is not all agents are created equal, even in that system too, of like really keeping on top of clients.
Responsiveness.
Well, because I think too, on my side, or on the hustle side, let's call it, right? You see a lot of times that with clients, they're like, why do I even need you representing me with a new construction builder? Especially the new construction builders that are larger, that have systems in place and do everything, because you as an agent, right? You give them updates every week, you control it. So I think the real power comes in as us is what value can we provide to the client. So talking about the different floor plans, different communities, things to look out for, and try to, let them know ahead of time of setting an expectation of like what to expect, being proactive instead of reactive. So in some circumstances, it doesn't necessarily make sense to have an agent hustling on the other side. Sometimes makes your job harder than an agent that actually understands the process and knows how to prepare the client
and guide their client.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of things to think of, and in any new construction build, a lot of the work happens in the front end, like for negotiations, for how the process is going to go. Because once you're locked in, and depending on how it's structured in the deal, you lose a lot of leverage as a buyer. Like you're pretty much locked in. And with someone like Toll Brothers, even though I think Toll does probably one of the best jobs, I think, in new construction of value and process, there's not a lot of flexibility.
No.
So
there's a lot of black and white, and there's not a whole lot of gray area where we.
So it's the expectation, but it's also the clients don't know what they don't know. And if that agent on the new construction side doesn't give them all the information or holds back.
Or isn't familiar with our process. I mean, Spencer and I have worked together many, many times, and he understands the process from the beginning to the end. And he will go with his clients to the design studio when they're picking out the finishes and saying like, hey, it makes sense to do this upgrade, but hey, I wouldn't necessarily do this one, or whatever the case may be. If they're
kind of, we got to be careful on that. Some of those designers get a little like, there's a code word. I think what's her name was like, Spencer, if I say Geronimo, you need to back off. I'm like, well, okay. But it's important because it's an interesting thing, right? Because you represent the builder and I'm representing the client. We understand the process, but I'm still there to point them in the right direction. And I think that's where a lot of agents get lost. They feel that, oh my God, like this new construction developer or builder is going to make it so easy. I don't need to be a part of the process. And I think that does a disservice to the people that I'm helping and to future of the value that we provide. Because there's times where, you go to the design center and it's like, maybe you shouldn't do that tile, or maybe the concrete cost went up. Don't do that right now. We could do it after close. But see, these are all conversations that need to be had ahead of time so that you have some leverage and you have the decision making and really can set the expectation. And I think that's where a lot of agents fall short, is they don't understand the process. They're not willing to, and they get lazy at the end of the day. They rely heavily on you because they know updates are coming and they know you're going to take care of it.
I'm calling their client every week like clockwork.
And they get a paycheck. Now, for me, like, I'll still go to the job site, right? I mean, it's nice because there's a process, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to go there and check things and be proactive, because if you're not following the contract we set forth, I don't want to get 6 months down the line and say, oh God, we forgot that. Like, we got to add that in. And I think that's where agents really on our side need to do a better job, I see, is being involved in the process. And just because there's a good process you have doesn't neglect them from taking care of the client and their responsibilities.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
Mic drop.
Yeah. Was that good? Was it? What? Just kidding.
So in other words, work with Southie Real Estate if you're going to do a new construction purchase from Toll.
Plug, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think, Toll just does a really good job. And I think, do you see yourself leaving to any other builders? Or are you a life for Toll?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We can edit it out. Come on, I got to get the tea. The good dirt. Like, could we start this section early?
No, I don't know. I'm on a 5-year plan right now.
Okay. Just doing it and getting her done.
5 years, I'd like to be able to retire. We'll see.
That'd be nice.
I get it.
Same.
Well, same. Yeah, you and me too. I want to retire. So you're in Cresta del Sol right now in Star. Where are you headed next?
That's the $1 million question.
You still don't know?
I still don't know.
They should have put you in Eagle.
So they put you on different communities. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
There's a community being built, X number of homes in here, and then you're kind of in charge of getting that community sold up, and then once that's all done, then they move you to a new community that you are in charge of.
I have 18 homes left in my community as of yesterday. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, just for context for you, Casey, I break it into 3 different categories, right? Toll falls in the middle. So on one end, you have like CBH, Corey Barton, one of our largest. Sure. They're a pure spec builder. That's all they do is build spec homes. You don't get to make any changes. On the far end, you have custom builders, right? Guys that will go and take drawings and red lines and do whatever you want and go through that process. Toll Brothers is right in the middle. I think they do the best job of the quality and the value and bring some of the custom elements within a structure, but allow you to do those where some of these spec builders don't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Everybody, sometimes gives Toll Brothers a bad name because they're a big national builder, and I get that, but I also think it's a necessity because of cost too. It gets people into some homes and gives them that flexibility that they otherwise wouldn't have.
For sure.
Like the best example is your new Eagle community. What's the name of that one again?
Carrera. Or the new one.
The new one.
Oh, Torrente.
Torrente. Perfect example, right? You go and look in Eagle, your average price point in Eagle is what, $750,000 now?
Yep.
I think average price point somewhere in that neighborhood. And you have homes that are going to be on Floating Feather, which for people that don't know that is like literally just north of downtown Eagle. You're in the trees. You're not out in the desert. You're closer enough to the green belt, and you can start. What is it? 500 to start?
I think 550 to start.
550 to start. So yes, there's some upgrades and everything else, but you get a brand new construction home that's not a lot of land's left there, but the value's there. So now you get people that love Eagle. They want to be there. They don't want a 90s house, which is really what Eagle is, right? 1990s or brand new construction at $2 million, right?
Yeah.
So you fall in this sweet spot where it gives families opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have it to be able to get and live the lifestyle of Eagle, which I think is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and that community is going to offer a wide variety of homes. I mean, from 1,500 square feet to 4,000 square feet. So there'll be something for essentially every buyer, so that will be great.
We just need a still ice cream downtown Eagle.
Yeah, when's that happening, Casey?
I don't know, right in the downtown Eagle,
Cat
but
got his tongue on.
no, they're well, I don't know. We'll see. We're looking at something right now, actually. In Eagle. So yeah,
look at that.
Rooted
yeah,
in
breaking
Idaho.
news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Is this
yeah.
funky or sweet? I don't know.
I can't say too much about it, but it's not. It wouldn't be right in that downtown corridor, but pretty close to something that we're looking at. So, you know,
you heard
as I've learned in this, you know, I've been doing this for almost 9 years, or well, I guess I have been doing this for 9 years, but we hit our 9-year anniversary in July. It'll be 9 years since I quit my job in April. But yeah, we've looked at Eagle so many times and just haven't figured it out, the right spot to be. And sometimes downtown Eagle, I mean, you know, everybody moves to different areas for different reasons. Downtown Eagle is a little sleepy, right? It's a sleepy little part of downtown. And so like, there's not, some people like that quietness, that slower pace of life, right? But you don't have the same sort of energy in downtown Eagle that you have in, say, a downtown Boise. And a lot of ice cream sales happen after dinner. So we always are looking at like, where is the right place that has that sort of evening foot traffic, and or, you know, proximal to
what happened to build it and they will come, Casey. Jeez, come on.
Ice cream's funny because it's partially destination based, right? Where people are like, we're going out for ice cream, and it's partially spontaneous. It's, you know, impulse based, where you want to locate in an area where people go, see your sign or whatever, and they go, oh, ice cream sounds good, right? And it wasn't necessarily in their plans to get ice cream, but you locate proximally to restaurants or entertainment or shopping to where you capture that spontaneous purchase. And then you also want to locate in the areas where people can easily access you when they do say, hey, great report card, let's go get ice cream. So it's kind of that balance of like finding those spots that can serve both. That's why we've largely stayed away from like strip mall areas and things like that, because strip mall areas tend to be much more destination based versus that, you know, foot traffic, allowing for that spontaneous purchase.
Well, speaking of spontaneous purchases, I was at Latah up at Push and Pour doing some work last night, and I was like, oh man, I need some ice cream right now. So I was debating. I was like, okay, I'm doing 75 hard. You can wait. But then I was like, maybe I just go get like a free scoop, right? No, just a little taster, right?
Just a little
support local. Keep it under 3, right?
Support local by getting free tasters.
Wait a minute. You know that I have cards, right, for the Airbnb.
Yeah.
So you know that. So yeah. Otherwise, don't do that, guys. Don't do that to local business. Okay.
You know what you definitely shouldn't do is like go to some place and just get like free chips and salsa and sit at the bar or something.
Okay, that's another story. Okay. How much time do we got?
I'm giving Spencer crap because he told me a story this morning at the gym.
Well, it's so weird. Like, you want to go out and have a good time, right? And like, you want to enjoy life, but like when you're going through changes or trying to stick to schedule, especially not drinking alcohol, that's not easy. And people look at you like you're weird. Like, hey, can I get a soda water and lime? And they're like, what? Like, why are you doing that? And it's like, well, I mean, I'm okay sitting at a bar talking to people and having that. Like, you don't have to be inebriated to have a good conversation, but I guess some people got to.
That was funny.
Some people do.
But we'll do it off camera. But yeah, we're not going to name names, no restaurants. But
it wasn't mine.
It was an adventure. It wasn't yours. It wasn't the funky. Never. Anyways, but no,
we don't give free chips and salsa anyway, so you know.
But they're good. I mean, your salsa,
house-made chips.
Those nachos. Oh my god, those nachos. Ugh.
Soon enough, Spencer. I have a dumb question. Can I ask a dumb question?
There's no dumb question.
Well, this might be one.
This is a safe space.
I'm just curious. What is the process, and you might not even be involved in this, but every new community, I'm always like, how do they name the new communities? Where do these names come from?
The uppers, they get to pick their kids' names and stuff.
It's crazy. Yeah.
What was this one in Eagle that we were talking about?
Torrente.
Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Should I look this up? I'm going to look up what that means while you're doing that.
Every time they do it, I'm like, how are they coming up with these names for these communities?
I don't know. It's like all of our new floor plans, it's usually somebody's kid, somebody's dog, somebody's something is named after the floor plans.
I like that though.
Yeah. At least that's got a little personal touch to it.
Like,
so
we do like homemade dog treats at the still. So it's like pumpkin, peanut butter, and banana, and like these frozen molds. So we do like paws and dog bones, and but we're trying to our plan this year is to package those up. So right now we sell them in our stores. We sell like little 4-packs or individuals, but we want to like package them up and actually maybe get them into some retail spots or something, some boutique pet shops, whatever.
Yeah.
But we're going to call them Waggy Bonds because my dog's name is Waggles. And then my business partner's dog, who actually unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, but her name is Bonnie. So we were like, we've always called them internally, we've always called them Waggy Bonds.
Yeah.
Like Waggy Bonbons or something. So we're working on like branding and packaging that is our dog names.
I have my grand dog is Bonbon.
Oh, Bonbon? Well, then when we do Waggy Bonbons, you guys will have to get some.
I'll have to get some for her, yes.
All right, do we figure out what Torrente?
I'm almost there.
Is it like I mean, it sounds like a word that probably is like, I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
Let's see what ChatGPT says here. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. That's a different thing.
It's Spanish and Italian origin. It means torrent, a strong current or rushing stream of water. That definitely came to me. Something flowing forcefully. Okay.
All right.
So it just has to do with nature, movement, luxury.
There is one pond in there.
We got a pond.
Okay.
So.
Well,
Plug.
Yeah,
Torrente.
right. So yeah, you have a pond in there. The houses are going to back up, and you're going to double the lot price, right?
Yeah, of course. We like to make money.
I know. No, that's a good community. So, but also like in Idaho, like how has your experience been with a lot of people moving here? Because you get to see a lot of the people, and we get questions all the time of like, hey, has Idaho changed? Is it different than it used to be? I say yes, but like with the people that you see, what are you seeing as the community grows and the type of people that are moving here?
I think that the people that are coming here, from my experience, are like-minded as far as they want what Idaho has to offer. They're not looking to come in and change it. I know there's a lot of fear that people are going to come in and change Idaho and all of that. But, I mean, when my buyers are coming in and they're so excited because they drive down the street and there's American flags on every house.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the coolest thing ever, like they just feel blessed to be here. And I think that that's cool to see because they want a better quality of life than where they're coming from.
Yeah.
In your mind, what does Idaho have to offer? What are the things that people are coming here for?
It's clean, number one.
Yeah.
Just like low crime. You're not stepping over homeless people downtown. There's so many things. I mean, coming from Seattle, I mean, I like it because it's where I'm from, and I love the San Juans, but it's gotten downhill. Yeah, and Dick's Drive-In. But it's gone downhill. I mean, they've got safe injection sites all over town. You're walking over homeless people. It's just, it's not the Seattle that it once was.
I remember this was like 2019, I think. I went to Seattle for a weekend and like booked a little spot like right near Pike's Place.
Yep.
And was thinking like, oh, this is gonna be sweet. We're gonna be like downtown Seattle, and it was like a ghost town at night. Like obviously during the morning and during the day, it's like Pike's Place, everything's kind of bustling. And then like the first night we were there, we're like, oh, let's go find somewhere to go eat dinner. And it's like most places are closed.
Yeah.
In core downtown Seattle.
Especially First Avenue. You don't want to be on First Avenue when it's dark.
Yeah, it was an eye-opening experience for me. I was like, okay, clearly they're like, obviously there's pockets in every town.
Yes.
Right? There's places that you go to Capitol. I guess I don't even know in
Capitol Hill.
Hill.
But like the places where, okay, this is where the restaurants are and the young people are gathering and cocktail bars and whatever. And you feel safe and whatever. But I just had this, I'm born and raised in Boise, and so downtown has always kind of been safe and clean and kind of the gathering spot for a lot of people in Boise. And so my mind was, I'm just going to book a place right in downtown Seattle, and then kind of was like, oh, everything's kind of boarded up after 6 p.m. Like, this is different.
It's very, very different. And it's a different way of life now. I mean, it's changed so much. But
just, mass populations, right? It changes things when you get that density.
Yeah.
So
we're starting to get it. But I also think that Toll's doing a good job of creating really good communities for families, too. Like, I think Toll Brothers has the best for families with the pools and the playgrounds and the green spaces and the amenities.
Provide, are top notch. I mean, even we have a 55 and older, which has an awesome clubhouse.
Yeah, me both.
Indoor pool and everything, full gym, all the the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. And just building a quality product. And I think as the Valley grows, I mean, we're not going to name names, but I mean, there's a reason for certain builds and certain houses to be built for price points. but I think they're doing a good job of creating that sense of community that people want Idaho for, right? And having all that access with those amenities and the type of people it brings in, I see a lot of good about it, which is really awesome.
Yeah, and you can really feel a difference when you walk through our homes versus some of the others. I mean, and it sounds weird, but like just walking on the floors, you can feel a difference in how they sound, how they feel on your feet. I mean, it's just, we do things like 16-inch on centers and that sort of stuff. So
yeah,
it makes a big difference in how they feel.
Yeah. Any sneak peeks on any new communities come up we should know about?
So Torrente's launching next week or two, which is an Eagle. And then after that, in April, we've got Valor, which is already existing out by Falcon Crest Golf Course.
Nice.
But we will be opening up out there as well.
That's awesome. Casey, there you go.
Is that where the 55 plus community is?
Yeah, the Valor. Yeah, by Shea Homes.
Ours won't be 55 and plus.
But there is one out there.
But there is one, yeah. Trilogy.
That's my dream. Once I turn 55, I want to just move to like a 55 plus community that has like a golf course and sweet pool and like restaurant and just
there you go.
Go to Kuna.
Yeah, just never
go to
just
Kuna.
Be right there. I don't know if it's Kuna's the move, but for me personally, for some people it might
Wait,
be.
Casey, are you going to be moving from Idaho one day?
I don't know. I can't see around corners, Spencer.
Oh.
Despite what these glasses might suggest.
Yeah, you copied me, right?
I did. I
did glasses
what's
twice
fun
in a row.
is I'm wearing contacts. These are just blue light blocking glasses.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I just wanted to look cool
You're
today.
a stylish man. You tried to copy me too. I wore my boots. You wore your boots.
I just didn't wear the black T-shirt.
You knew it was coming, didn't you? The black.
I wore the black T-shirt.
It's slender.
No one told me.
You got to.
What am I wearing under this? Nope, I got a gray T-shirt on.
You gray.
2027 though, we might have another 55 plus community company.
Oh wow.
Golf course.
That's breaking news.
Like, can you give us a generality of where it might be?
Canyon County. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man.
County.
Okay. Is it by water?
Water adjacent.
Oh, it is. See, look. Okay, guys, we're going to Nampa. Okay, we're going to Nampa.
Nope.
See, got her. It's Caldwell. We knew it.
You probably did know.
No, that was a complete guess.
Oh, it is. It's Caldwell.
Oh, cool.
Got her. Look at that.
Sheesh.
Cool.
Wow. So you can go down to Indian Creek, go skate, and then go back to your 55.
Get ice cream. But get ice cream first.
Yeah, you got to go to the still. Of
Yeah,
course.
we're on Indian Creek Plaza.
Yes, you are. I saw you guys there the other day.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Casey, you had a question, I think. I rudely interrupted
I did.
you.
Yeah,
I think.
you saw my question face, but I might have forgotten it. I know what it was. After your husband was able to join you guys here, did he get back in the landscaping business, or no, he didn't. He didn't open another business here.
So prior to being in the landscaping business, he was in the restaurant business for 25 years.
Sorry, a sorry soul.
And he's like, no, thank you. So no, he works for Lowe's.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
Old Lowe's.
Why didn't you tell me this? I was gonna go get some appliances. I could have got like 20% off.
We only get 10%, which is the same as a military discount.
Are you
It's
serious?
So sorry, Lowe's, if you're Marvin, if you're watching.
Marvin.
No plug for Lowe's. No, no free ads.
Go to Home Depot.
No, don't do that. I won't
Wait,
take it
support
that
local,
far.
right? Should we go to
Go to
Ace,
Lowe's at
local
Eagle
Ace.
and Eustick, please support that store.
There you go.
Okay, we will definitely definitely.
Where did you guys move to? Like what part of the Treasure Valley when you moved here, and are you still in that same area?
We purchased in Meridian.
Okay.
Northwest Meridian, and we've kind of stayed in that same vicinity. So.
Yeah, definitely. Now, before the podcast started, you brought your daughter here because she was studying.
Yeah.
So it was interesting when you talked about earlier about being in the family. So it looks like she's going to be an agent herself.
She's working on getting licensed, so she's got one more week of real estate school for the second time. Don't tell her I told you.
Oh God!
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. What happened the first time? She just stopped?
No. So great question. Actually, the first time we didn't know she was ADHD and unmedicated, and focusing to take a test was really, really hard.
Yeah.
So she's now got some stuff to help her, and so she's really enjoying it. She's passed all of her quizzes, 50s out of 50s, and all that. So we'll see if she follows in mom's footsteps.
Yeah. Is she going to hustle or is she going to new construction? What do you think?
I think she's gonna, I don't know. Depends on what opportunities are out there for her. So
maybe she can
Don't look at
join
me.
Southie Real Estate.
I know what she's trying to say here.
So she's gonna look at options between either hustling or new construction. She's not allowed to work for Toll Brothers because she's related to me. So.
Oh, so here's another question from the ignoramus at the end of the couch here. But when you're doing new construction, is it more of like a salaried position as opposed to a commission based structure? Is it a little bit of both?
Both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
Salary,
like a little.
We get salary plus like a small amount per house.
Okay, gotcha. So a little bit more predictability in your income there.
Yes.
But a little bit of a trade off in that when you sell the $2 million home or whatever, you're not making as big of a commission as.
Yeah, I mean, I can sell a $400,000 house or a $2 million. I get the same amount.
Get the same amount. Okay.
So
that's the trade off that you make and take for probably benefits and a.
Yeah, I get a 401k and medical and all that for my family, which is.
It's just always interesting the trade offs that people make and choose and the different options. Like I said in real estate, because there's so many
different avenues.
Right? Mm-hmm. You can get on the lending side. You can.
Title and escrow.
Yeah.
So far, I've worked in all of them but mortgage. So.
Done it all.
Yeah.
So with the Bumblebee, have you got Toll Brothers to try to sponsor some stuff? Or is that a conflict of interest? I don't know how that works.
Toll Brothers was a sponsor for Cornhole 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We need to get them to up their game there, huh? Live on the podcast here. Toll Brothers. What's going on? Take some of that money from Arizona with those fancy houses and bring it to Idaho.
Yeah, they should. Got deep pockets. So. Toll gives back in a lot of other ways.
Yeah. No, I get that. Well, awesome. So anything else we need to know about Bumblebee or anything to do how we can help and be supportive? Because, I mean, Idaho and this area is an awesome community. We love to help people in different groups. So, anything else you can think of?
Hey, with cornhole and with golf coming up, we're always looking for raffle donations, too.
Oh, there you go.
I got you covered there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. With a few at least, Just a few. We can do something.
I'll come up with something, too.
No,
Look at
that. Great. Look at that.
Just growing.
I'll match.
Love it.
You'll match what I match?
I'll match what you match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Will you match what I match what you match?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, there we go.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first, everybody.
That's right.
Well, awesome. Well, Teresa, I've known you for a while now and always been a pleasure working with you. You've always made it really easy, and appreciate you coming on and talking about your organization you support. And, thank you for coming on the podcast today.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Teresa.
Yeah.
Pause for the segments. Phone check. My phone's been blowing up.
Phone check.
We
got this done in just like a little over an hour, which is perfect.
Just wanted to touch base.
Okay, thank you. When you get a chance, can you please change this? Oh, yep.
These are the agents that kill me.
What?
Can I write you a lowball offer?
They ask,
Sure.
they just straight up say that?
Yeah.
Can I write you a lowball offer? You can.
I mean, you can. I'll present it.
You certainly can. It's an option.
It's funny.
All right. Nothing super urgent on my end, so that's good. Mondays are usually pretty chill.
Let me just send this and then. Hey, I just saw the code. Hold on. I'm right in the middle of.
Just pops
I'm right in the middle of a podcast here, Eddie.
Eddie, you're live to tape on.
Yeah, you're live to tape right now. So
if you could share one message to the world.
Message to the audience.
What would it be?
521378.
And why would it be that Spencer's the worst boss ever? No, I'm just kidding. What would it be and why would it be?
Let's not do that.
I'm just kidding.
Have you had Charlie on the podcast?
We should have Charlie on
no,
the
you're
podcast.
good. You got it though? Everything good?
Yeah, I would love to get Charlie on the podcast. Charlie's a hoot.
Oh, I love her. She's great.
Oh, he's setting up Ruben and Idaho's website, Casey. Look at that.
Nice.
On the air, working through it. Okay, man. We're going to finish up.
Smudge.
I'll call you later. Okay. All right, bye.
Bye, Eddie.
Bye, Eddie. Look at that. I love it.
You need to get Charlie on here, Spencer.
We should get Charlie on the podcast.
Charlie. Oh, yeah.
So you want to know a funny story about Charlie?
Let's do it.
So because Charlie responds to emails like from Spencer's email, right? And so it's just like, it's like Spencer's email. It has Spencer's picture and everything, but it would be like from Charlie. So for for a long time, I never met Charlie, but like Charlie would, like Spencer would be like, oh, Charlie will email you this, or like, I'm gonna have Charlie send this, but then it would come from Spencer's email. And I was like, I don't think Charlie's a real person.
Yeah, I just have time to make stuff up. Yeah.
I think Spencer's trying to pretend to be way bigger than he is, and he's just like pretending like he has an assistant named Charlie,
like,
but it's actually him.
Production partner,
Partner named Charlie.
It's 2026.
And so yeah, so I was always giving Spencer a hard time that I was like, is Charlie actually just like you in a wig? Like you go and you change into like a women's clothing and you put on a wig and you're like, no, I'm Charlie and I'm
wow. Every time I hear this story, it just gets better and better every time,
What would you do without Charlie though? Let's be honest.
I would die.
He would, yeah. Charlie asked for a raise because Spencer
did. I just had to give her a bonus. She on the air.
She knows that you need her, man. You're caught, buddy.
Oh. It was so funny. I had a meeting this morning in Meridian with some of the media team people, and something happened where we were talking about something, and I'm like, yeah, well, if you work more than 5 days a week, we wouldn't have this problem. And then the room went silent, and I was like, oh God. And when she's mad, so.
Oh, you said that to Charlie?
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was an accident. It was in the moment. It was one of those things where everybody's talking because, I'm ready to go. We got to get this done. We have this, and this. I want to get it done. And I was like, yeah, if you work more than 5 days a week, we probably have it done. She did not like that, so I had to apologize.
Did you send something?
I always send something. Yeah,
I know.
I think the
I love
one time
the stories from her of the stuff that he sends her.
Yeah, I mean, the other day, she's like, "Oh man, I'm having such a rough day, and I just need a drink." And she's like, "I need a margarita, but I don't have something, so I bought one of the Ninja slushies." I may or may not have bought a box of Snickers and had it sent one of those days. But I think, it brings back. I mean, you have to take care of the people that take care of you.
Exactly.
And it takes a tribe even to do this podcast. I need Casey. I can't do this by myself.
Right.
Be an
awkward conversation.
Yeah, it probably would be.
All right. The segment Funky or Sweet, brought to you by the Funky Taco and Still. Something funky or something sweet that happened to you within the last week. Spencer, what you got for me?
Mine's going to be my monk mode right now. I went to the Royal Plug, North End, got a lime water and soda, or lime and soda, and the bartender was pretty awesome. He didn't charge me. Not that they would, but was just really cool about it, right? Because, trying to go out and experience things and still be on track is really important, and they were just super cool about it, and we got to have a good conversation. And it was just really nice. I think that was my sweet moment of the week.
Heck yeah. Shouts out the Royal.
Yeah, let's go.
Good little shuffleboard, pool table in the back.
Yeah. Good drinks, though. That's cool. Is they don't have a menu. Literally, it's up on. Oh yeah,
great lime water.
Wow. Why
you should have seen how fresh this lime was.
Why is she here? Oh my goodness.
You invited me, buddy.
Oh no, but it is cool. They have the menu that's up there, and they don't give you a menu. You just look up there, and there's new drinks on there, and the bartenders are awesome and make good drinks. So I'm gonna go back when I'm off 75.
Perfect.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to go with something sweet.
Okay.
We just got back from visiting family in Seattle. We got to spend some time with our almost 90-year-old aunt.
Wow.
Yeah. So, my thing to people is, if you're listening to this, if you have family members you haven't seen in a while, take the time, make the effort. It was really a great time.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go funky this week. So yesterday, a friend of mine, Stu, and I went out to Warm Springs Golf Course we didn't have a tee time. We knew they were booked up.
It.
Yeah, we just went out and we were like, worst case, we'll just hit some balls for a while, chip and putt, and call it a day. But we went and said, is there any way we could get on? We got on. They had a tee time that they had, kind of reserved as a catch-up tee time in case there was a frost delay, which you kind of have to do this time of year. And so they were like, well, we didn't have a frost delay, so we can fit you guys into that spot. And we got paired up with a single. So there was 3 of us playing, and the guy that we got paired up with was great, super good dude. We had a great front 9, and vibes were high, everyone was getting along really well. And we get to the second 9, and this guy who we had actually interacted with earlier in the round because it was a little slow. So there's a couple holes where he and the guy he was playing with kind of rolled up on us, and we were, how you guys doing? And this guy was he was wearing overalls, and he was just very boisterous. He was kind of had a quip for everything. And you were like, man, that guy's a character. You can just tell this guy's a total character. So on the 10th hole, he rolls up behind us, and he's like, oh, the old guy quit on me. So I'm just by myself here. And I've played enough golf in my life that just sort of instinctually I was like, well, you can join us if you, as the words were coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean? I'm telling him, you can join up with us if you, and as I'm saying it, I'm thinking to myself, this is like, that was a mistake. You should have kept your mouth shut. And so he's like, oh, if you guys don't mind a 54-year-old redneck joining you. So anyway, it was like, well, now it's too late. So he joined us, and he was a character. He was he was an absolute character. It shifted the vibe of our group for a couple holes. I actually apologized to the other single that joined us, and I was like, that was my bad. He was a nice guy, but he was just very boisterous, and it kind of changed the dynamic. He was just like smoking cigarettes and like just doing. We were all walking, and he was in his cart, and he just had, a little joke for everything, and didn't really have the greatest like golf etiquette awareness and things like that. So it's just, he was a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But it was a little funky because it was like not the person you meet at the golf course every day. Like, I think when we first saw him, I was like, oh, he wore his best overalls out to the golf course today.
Well, I mean, Casey, I don't think your first mistake was inviting him to play with you. I think your first mistake was not getting a foursome.
Not inviting you to play.
Go. Well, no, irrespective. I'm not going there. I'm not petty. Not petty.
Well, we didn't. I thought we thought we'd have a better chance to get on with just two of us.
Oh, gotcha.
If like someone had a foursome and they only showed up with two, then we could jump in.
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
Whatever.
Strategic.
So it was strategic. It was last minute, and it was like, let's go give it a shot. But it was just, sometimes when you go out and you don't have a full foursome and you get the you get a single that joins you.
You don't know who you're getting.
You get paired up with another twosome. It can
crazy?
Always be a crapshoot of to like what the vibe's gonna be, what the dynamic's gonna be. So,
and it could be good or bad. Like
totally.
I ended up getting together with the ex-CEO of Jacuzzi, like the brand that does the hot tubs and stuff.
Oh,
and it's like random. He's like, oh yeah, like ended up doing a lot of investments and stuff. And actually, I still talk to him a little bit to this day. But it's just kind of crazy. Like you never know. It could be overalls and cigarettes and really boisterous and a CEO of a big multinational company. It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's fun. We got it back on the rails after a couple holes, but it was just a shift. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You kind of have like a threesome that everyone's kind of.
We're in a rhythm, right?
Yeah, you're in a rhythm, and then you kind of insert that extra character, and especially when someone is a total character, like this guy was a character. It was funny, but it definitely took me off my game for a couple holes too, because I felt kind of bad that I was the person. Because then there was a single behind him too, so like they could have easily just joined up and we could have kept our thing going. But I'm like, like I said, it was just instinctual. Like, oh, join up with us. We're a threesome, and then I was like, this might not have been the right call here, because all three of us were like pretty solid player, good golfers, kind of understanding. He was out there in a completely different capacity, and so it was funny.
I like it.
What's your handicap?
I'm like a 2.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's my like latest handicap is like 2.
Yeah.
I'm
Best
trying
I've
to
ever been.
establish a handicap.
Oh,
right
cool.
Now.
Yeah. Golf's a hard game. It's a fun but hard game. It reveals good anger management, reveals a lot about your character. The best I've ever been is like a +3.5. Those days are a long ways away. But I've played. Yesterday was pretty windy.
Yeah.
Where'd you play
windy,
yesterday?
just Warm Springs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in Southeast Boise, so
Okay.
It was like overly windy yesterday.
It was pretty windy, and I scraped together a 74. I was pretty happy with it, score wise, given the conditions. First hole.
Did you have a breakfast ball though?
No breakfast balls.
74, no breakfast ball with the wind. Okay.
Yeah, with the wind. It was the first hole. They flipped the 9s at Warm Springs, but I hit an iron down the middle because it was into the wind. Usually I'd hit driver and try to carry the bunkers, but I was like, I don't think I can do that into the wind. So I hit it. I was in perfect position, had like 123 yards to the hole. And I was like, okay, it's pretty windy, into the wind. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge, which my pitching wedge is like 150 to 155 is what I hit a pitching wedge. I came up a solid 25 yards short. And I was like, there's a lot of wind today. Like I hit it pretty good. And I was like, is this my ball? Like it was like, it just hit a wall of wind. And I was like, all right, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be a grinder day.
Yeah. I was out at Ridgecrest yesterday.
Ridgecrest, I bet, was whipping wind. Especially the front 9 where it's exposed up there.
God.
You kind of
we were freezing.
Yeah.
The back 9 wasn't so bad.
Yeah, you get a little coverage once you drop down after like what is that 11 or 12 when you drop down into the valley. It's not quite as windy at Ridgecrest, but when you're up there exposed, like the 11th hole at Ridgecrest is a bear when it's into the wind. Yeah, that hole is tough.
It was. Yeah, I won't tell you what I shot yesterday.
That's okay.
You had a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right? All right. This segment, The Good Dirt, brought to you by Southie Real Estate. So we're talking about all things in the valley. We want the good dirt, the good kind. So Teresa, what do you got for us?
Why do you have to come to me first?
You're our guest.
Yeah, you're our guest.
Good dirt. Valor. Toll Brothers. Valor. That's the good dirt.
That's the good dirt.
Check
so
it
everybody
out.
go down to
Come check it
CUNA.
out. They'll be opening in April. They've got 3 new model homes out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic.
Okay. You heard it here first.
This can be cut, but how do model homes work? Like after they've been used as model homes, then do they sell or do they just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Those like the last 3 homes to sell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the cool thing is we sell them fully furnished with everything in them.
Oh.
And you get all the extras, dude. Like the backyards that are pimped out. They got fire pits.
Do you get
stuff.
do you get any discount on that because it was a model home that people have like tromped through, or
they're
like not really
discounted, but you're getting everything inside for free essentially.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. You're not charging for all the furnishings.
I love that, just
necessarily.
like the golf tournament, right? You sponsor it, you get free golf.
Yeah.
You buy a house, you get
free
all the free stuff
furniture.
inside, right? I
You
love
get-
that.
comes
I
with a
mean,
sink.
So like we have I have a model. It's just under 4,200 square feet. Will be coming on the market mid to late March, for 1,099 for $1,099,000.
Yeah.
4,200 square feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big house.
Big house.
Spencer, you should buy it.
No, I'm not living in Star.
Oh, okay.
I like Boise.
Rude.
Sorry. Hey. So, yeah, Casey, what do you got for the good dirt today?
My good dirt is I just learned about, it's kind of over by where I live, but a new park in Southeast Boise that's coming in, like Eckert. Yeah, like Eckert, kind of like backing up to the river, and it looks like they've got some pickleball courts.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a brand new park over there by Harris Ranch, kind of just across from Barber Park. I just saw like the plans. I know I live over there, so I've been seeing them move dirt and stuff, but I just kind of assumed that it was going to be townhomes or something like that. And I just saw the plans for this like brand new park. I don't know what the
So when you cross the
completion
bridge,
date
when I'm
is.
heading into Harris on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
east,
on
That's
the
going to
right
be
hand
a
side.
park.
That's going to be a park.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I think the river is going to back right up to the river.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're putting in, pickleball courts and
That's awesome.
some bocce ball courts and a bunch of green space. So living right over there, I was like, oh, that's cool. I probably should have known that that's what this was going to be. But when I saw them moving dirt, you just assume townhouses are over there, especially. And was like, oh, this is going to be a really cool new park. So excited to see that come together.
That's
How many
awesome.
pickleball courts?
I think there's 3 on the plans.
Good.
Yeah. Wow.
an
That's some
avid
expensive
pickleballer,
real
so-
estate to be building a
It's
park.
really expensive real estate. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, my good dirt, Side Quest, new restaurant up on the bench. Took over where White Rabbit was. I'm going there on Saturday. So see how it is. Wilder Fruit Group, plug. We love them. We got to get them on here too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, heading there. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Let us know.
I love it. Well, again, Teresa, thank you for coming on the podcast. Rooted in Idaho, real people, real stories, real Idaho.
Thanks, Teresa.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.